Have you ever wondered what it's like to say goodbye to a life you've then known for 2 decades? Today we're diving into the dazzling, dramatic world of the 1982 Taiwanese classic Gold, Silver, Death, also known as The Last Night of Jin Ta-pan. This isn't just a story. It's an emotional journey through the glamorous yet heartbreaking life of a Shanghai ballroom hostess. Our story centers on Jin Ta-pan, the queen of the Paramount Ballroom in Taipei. At nearly 40, she's a legend, the most sought-after hostess who has seen it all. But her reign is coming to an end. She's decided to hang up her dancing shoes for good, marry a respectable older businessman, Mr. Chen, and move to Singapore to start a new life. This film captures her final bittersweet night at the Paramount, a night filled with memories, farewells, and a whirlwind of emotions. The film masterfully weaves between the present night and flashbacks to Jin Ta-pan's past. We're transported back to her youth in Shanghai, a time of innocence and first love. We meet her first love, a passionate and idealistic young student named Yue Sheng. Their love was pure and intense, a stark contrast to the transactional world she would later inhabit. They were young, full of dreams, and planned a future together. But life, as it often does, had other plans. Yue Sheng's wealthy family was vehemently against their relationship. To them, a girl from Jin Ta-pan's background was completely unsuitable. They did everything in their power to tear the young lovers apart. The pressure was immense, and ultimately, societal prejudice and family opposition proved too strong. Their love story ended in heartbreak, leaving a permanent scar on Jin Ta-pan's heart and setting her on a different path. This early tragedy shaped her, forcing her to become resilient and pragmatic. Back in the present, on her final night, the Paramount is buzzing. The air is thick with cigarette smoke, the clinking of glasses, and the melancholic tunes of the house band. Jin Ta-pan glides through the room, a picture of elegance and grace. She shares drinks with her loyal patrons, men who have admired her, confided in her, and showered her with gifts for years. There's a sense of genuine affection between her and some of these men, but also an unspoken understanding of the nature of their relationships. She has been a confidant, a fantasy, an escape. She also spends time with her fellow hostesses, her sisters in this unique and challenging profession. They share a bond forged through shared experiences, competition, and mutual support. They gossip, laugh, and offer advice. They know the hardships of this life, the constant need to maintain a cheerful facade, the loneliness that can creep in when the lights go down. Their farewells are tinged with both envy for her new life and sadness at losing their leader and friend. Throughout the night, every song, every dance, every conversation triggers a memory. We see more flashbacks of her life after losing Yue Sheng. We see her rise through the ranks of the ballroom world, learning to navigate its complex social dynamics. She learned to be charming, witty, and emotionally detached when necessary. She became a master of her craft, understanding what her clients wanted and providing it with unparalleled class. She had other lovers, other relationships, but none could ever replace the pure, untainted love she had for Yue Sheng. One of the most poignant moments of the night is when a young, handsome sailor named Xiao Pai enters the ballroom. He's brash, a bit naive, and completely captivated by Jin Ta-pan. He reminds her so much of her lost love, Yue Sheng. His youthful energy and sincere admiration strike a chord deep within her. For a moment, she sees a glimpse of the girl she used to be and the life she might have had. She agrees to spend her last few hours with him. They dance, they talk, and they share a connection that transcends the typical hostess-client relationship. He's not a wealthy businessman trying to buy her time. He's just a young man genuinely drawn to her. This encounter forces Jin Ta-pan to confront her past and her present choices head-on. Is the stable, secure life with Mr. Chen what she truly wants? Or is she just running away from a life that has both sustained and drained her? The interaction with Xiao Pai is a beautiful, melancholic dance between what was and what could have been. It's a final test of her resolve. She is tempted by the passion he represents, the ghost of her first love. But she is also a pragmatist who has learned the hard way that passion doesn't always pay the bills or provide security. She has fought for survival her entire adult life, and the marriage to Mr. Chen represents a safe harbor, an escape from the relentless tide of the ballroom world. As the night draws to a close and the sun begins to rise, Jin Ta-pan must make her final decision. The patrons and staff give her a grand emotional send-off. The band plays Auld Lang Syne, and there isn't a dry eye in the house. She walks out of the Paramount Ballroom for the last time, leaving behind the only world she's known for 20 years. She walks into the dawn, alone with her thoughts. The film leaves her fate slightly ambiguous but leans heavily towards her choosing the path of security. She has spent her life selling fantasy and companionship, and now she chooses a quiet, respectable reality for herself. The final scene shows her resolute walking towards her new future, a woman who has paid her dues and is finally claiming a life of her own, even if it's not the one she dreamed of as a young girl in Shanghai. Gold Silver Death is a stunning character study. It's a reflection on love, loss, memory, and the difficult choices women have had to make to survive. It is a tribute to the resilience of the human spirit and a poignant look at the end of an era. The title itself is symbolic. Gold represents the wealth and glamour of her profession. Silver, the graying hair and passing of time, and death, the end of her life as a hostess. It's the death of an identity to make way for a new beginning. So if you're in the mood for a film that's rich with emotion, nostalgia, and a deep sense of humanity, you have to check out The Last Night of Jin Tapan. It's a timeless story that will stay with you long after the credits roll. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into a classic film, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and let me know in the comments what movie you'd like me to explore next. See you in the next video.